Hey, what's going on, guys? Mike9 here, and today we're going to be talking about the journey of Spanish class and how I made it through with my life. Just barely, though, just barely. So, it was 7th grade Spanish. Tiny Mike9 walks in thinking this is going to be great, okay? Because, like, a foreign language, who wouldn't think a foreign language is fun, okay? Like, come on. Super fun stuff, right? We walk in, and there's this teacher standing there. We're going to call her Miss Negativity, because that's what she was. She was just negative all the time. Okay, so we walk in, and, like, it's all fun the first few days, okay? Like, it's easy. She doesn't really talk to us much. She's kind of, I'm pretty sure she hated students, so I don't know why she chose the job as a teacher. But, you know, she can do her, and we'll just do us, okay? And we'll pass, barely. But, you know, it's okay. And so, we get to, like, the third or fourth test, and she had given us a study guide 2 nights before to fill out. It's like 5 pages. And we walk in. And we ready to take the test. Like, we studied for this. We got it. We got it all down. Okay? And so, instead of giving us the test, she gives us 8 more words to study 5 minutes before the test. Okay? And let's just say not many people passed that test. And we all had to stay after, but it's okay. So we all had to stay after, and staying after school for Spanish is not fun, okay? It's really quite boring and uneventful. You just kind of sit there in a room and write stuff for an hour. But anyways, back on topic. So the reason I call her Miss Negativity is because she refused to let anyone smile or laugh in her class. Probably because she thought they were all laughing at her due to her bad teaching styles, and if she already knew people were laughing at her, I do not know why she did not choose to change. But, you know, not all people are that bright. I mean, I can't make fun of adults. Like, I am a very good child of very good people. But anyways, back on topic. So we weren't allowed to smile in her class. So, me being dumb, okay, I walk into class and I'm smiling, and it's just because I came from a fun class before, okay? So I walk into class, right, and, like, I sit down, I'm still smiling, okay? And she looks at me dead in the eye, and she's like, why are you smiling? And I didn't know what to say. I was like, I don't know. And then she's like, stop smiling right now. And so I stopped smiling, and I never smiled in her class another day in my life. But she would usually stop the class here and now because someone was, like, laughing or smiling or something, and she would stop the class and she would just, like, talk to them for 5 minutes, and that was 10 minutes of our class. Like, because it happened twice, like 5-minute talk. That's 10 minutes, okay? And she had this thing where, like, she gave her pencil sharpener, like, a god complex, okay? It could decide life and death, okay? So she put it in the back corner, okay, and no one was allowed to touch that thing, okay? She thought the children were gonna break the pencil sharpener. And, like, I had never seen a child break an electric pencil sharpener in my life because, you know, that doesn't really happen often. Unless you're, like, trying to break the electric pencil sharpener. So, what she would do is, before each class, she would ask us if we need to sharpen our pencils. And she would grab the pencil out of her hand, and she would go sharpen the pencil, and then she would give it back to us. And so one day I just forgot about this. So I get out of my seat, I walk to go sharpen my pencil, and she runs up behind me screaming. And I thought I just killed someone or something. I didn't know what was going on. So then she takes the pencil out of my hand, sharpens the pencil, takes it back out, and gives it back to me. And it was the most awkward situation I've ever been in my life. And another thing she would do is if we didn't turn in our homework the day of, she would give us homework club. So it's basically detention, but with a different word, a, like, nicer word. So one day I walked into class and I couldn't find my homework. So I was looking everywhere for it. And I just couldn't find it because I didn't want to go homework club. And, like, at the very end of the class, I found it and turned it in. And, like, I was so thankful, man, because I did not want to go to homework club. And she had a list, okay? She had a list of everyone who was going on homework club, and I was on that list. So, you know, it was pretty fun stuff, okay? And another thing that happened is my friend. We're gonna call him Captain Un-America, and we might get that in a later video. Okay, but Captain Un-America, right? He's like I can't describe him, man. He's just Captain Un-America. That's all you need to know about him. So like he's in class, right? And he starts bleeding. Tells Mrs. Negativity. And Mrs. Negativity, instead of being a polite and nice teacher and give him a band-aid or do something about it, she sends him outside of the classroom for distracting the class. That was about it in the Spanish class. There was a lot more, but like that's all the detail I feel like going into right now. But there was one time in particular. It was in 8th grade, and I was staying after school for something, and I saw her, and she looked at me, and she just kind of like stared at me for like 20 seconds because she hated me. She did not like me. Okay, like I was like the worst kid in her class. Okay, like I didn't even talk much. She just did not like me. Okay, so she kind of looks at me dead in the eye, and then she walks out of the classroom, and that was the scariest experience of my life. Okay, that's all for today, folks. If you want more videos like this, just like leave a comment below, I guess. Have a nice day. Goodbye.